Now let us study another important class of systems called the time invariant and time variant systems. This is also one of the important concepts in signals and system which allow us to analyze the complicated signals and systems. If a system whose characteristics or its parameters do not change with respect to time, then such systems are called time invariant systems. So this system is independent of time. If you provide an input today and if you take an output, you will get the some output. The same output can be reproduced after some days or some months or some years. So the systems have repeatability. Then such systems are known as time invariant systems. If any system whose parameters are changing with respect to time, then such systems are known as time variant systems. That is what we are going to discuss in this video. Now let us go into the video and analyze what are time invariant systems and time variant systems.
Time invariant or constant parameter and time variant or time varying parameter systems. Now let us take an example of an RC circuit. Here we have a resistor and a capacitor. We have providing a voltage source and we will get a voltage across the capacitor. Let us call it as VC. And because of the applied voltage, a current is flowing in this circuit. For example, if I take the output voltage VC on February 25th of 2021, on March 25th of 2021, and even after December 25th of 2025, this particular circuit is giving me the same output irrespective of the time. Then we can call this circuit as a time invariant system. So here these parameters, resistance and capacitors, are not varying with time. So we can call this system as a time invariant system. I am talking about the ideal case. Actually, due to temperature and aging and because of so many other environmental factors, resistors and capacitors will slightly vary with respect to time, but it is a very minute and negligible. In ideal case, we will consider it as time invariant system. So this is an example of a time invariant system RC circuit. Next, let us take the example of a moving automobile. Here you can see two things which decides the movement of the automobile are the mass and the friction. Mass and friction. If you are traveling, 4 people are traveling on February 25th or March 25th and December 25th, and these parameters mass and friction are not changing, the performance of the automobile will be same. It does not change with respect to time. So in that case, we can say that this particular system is a time invariant system. For a time invariant system, if the input is delayed, by t seconds, then output is the same as before but delayed by t seconds. So that is how the time invariant systems are. Let us understand here from the diagram. We have as input signal x of t. So this is marked here, this is the x of t signal. Okay, and when I give x of t to the system, okay, this linear time invariant system, so this is the system S, I will get something called y of t, and the y of t will look like this. So this is the y of t. Now in case if I delay the input, see, you can see here there is a delay compared to this x of t. This is a delayed input, so we can call it as x of t minus t. So here capital T represents the amount of delay. If it is a true time invariant system, the response should remain same. The response of the system should remain same, but it will be delayed. Why it is delayed? Because the input is delayed. Okay, so this is the behavior of a time invariant system. For a time invariant system, if the input is delayed by t seconds, that is this t seconds, the output is the same. See, you can see that there is no shape difference. The same shape or same response is maintained in both the cases. So that is why we are saying that the output is the same as before but delayed by t seconds. That is because of the delay in the input seconds. So such systems are known as time invariant systems. Such systems are known as time invariant systems. Now, another property of time invariant system is this. So let us understand from the sentence. If the system is time invariant, then the delayed output y of t minus t can also be obtained by first delaying the input x of t before applying it to the system. So let us understand what is meant by that. So assume that we have a signal x of t. I am going to apply that x of t to the system S. So because of that S system's response, I will get y of t as the output. Now I am going to delay that output y of t by a certain amount of time, let us say capital T seconds. So then I will get the response y of t minus t. So this is the response. So this is the first case. What I have did, just I have taken the signal given to the system, got an output. I am delaying that output by a t seconds of time, right? So I am getting y of t minus t. If the system is time invariant system, this can be achieved in another way. What is that way? You take the signal x of t, first delay it by t seconds and create x of t minus t. Okay, I am creating x of t minus t. Then I am giving this delayed signal into the system. Okay, delayed input signal into the system, and the system will produce y of t minus t. Okay, the delayed version of the response. So here you can see that the delay is after the output or before the output. So that doesn't matter. The output will remain same as time invariant. So this is the important property of the time invariant system. If a system is time invariant, then the delayed output y of t minus t can also be obtained by first delaying. So this is what they are talking here. Okay, first delaying the input x of t before applying it to the system S. So this is the basic idea of time invariant system. Now, how can we check the time invariance of a system? There are some steps for that. Let us go one by one. Let y1t be the output corresponding to an input x1t. So assume that there is an x1t input. So y1t be the output corresponding to that x1t. First, we will create another input x2 of t by delaying x1 of t. Okay, consider a second input x2 of t by shifting or delaying, okay, by x1 of t. So we are shifting x1 of t to obtain the second signal called x2 of t. Now let us find out what is y2 of t. What is the response of the system to this signal x2 of t? Let us call it as y2 of t. Now we will shift y1 of t, that is the first output we obtained for the actual x1 of t, right? Okay, and we will get yt minus t0. So because we are shifting or delaying by a time of t0, it can be capital T also, or t0, whatever notation you want, you can use it. Okay, so what I have did is I have shifted the output, actual output y1 of t by a time of t0, that is y1 of t minus t0 I have obtained. Now if I compare y2 of t, so what is y2 of t? Actually y2 of t is nothing but output of x2 of t. What is x2 of t? Delayed version of x1 of t, right? So if I compare y2 of t and y1 of t minus t0, and if I find that they are equal, then this system is time invariant. So this is how we are checking the time invariance of a system. Is there any example for a time variant system? We understood time invariant system. What is meant by time variant system? One example I can give is the mass of a rocket is varying with respect to time as the fuel is used for propulsion. For example, this rocket is going upwards and the fuel is consumed in this rocket and the mass if you find the mass of the rocket, you can see that it is not a constant, it is varying with respect to time because of the consumption of the fuel for the propulsion. Thus, we can define a time variant system as follows: a system for which the parameters changes. For example, in the case of a rocket, the mass is changes, the parameters changes with time are called time variant systems.
Okay, I hope you understand what is the difference between time invariant systems and time variant systems. So please keep in your mind that this is one of the important concepts, that is linearity and time invariant is creating a new class of system known as linear time invariant system, which makes the analysis, design and study of signals and system much more easier. In fact, the second unit, the entire second unit of this particular subject is dedicated for the study and analysis of linear time invariant systems.